This is the story of some of the bravest unsung heroes of India, two warrior women and their army. Laxmi, Sehgal and Janaky Athi Nahappan, who fought with Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose in the Indian National Army. Did you know about the valiant women of the regiment created by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose? Did you know about the hundreds of women from Malaysia and Singapore who became soldiers and fought hand in hand with the men for India's independence? The nationalist Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose created the Indian National Army, Azad Hind Fauj, in 1942, in which was the Rani of Jhansi regiment established in July 1943, composed of female soldiers. Those women soldiers had only one aim: to overthrow the British rule in India. Established in July 1943, the Rani of Jhansi regiment comprised of around 170 cadets who were teenage volunteers of Indian descent working in the rubber estates of Malaysia. They underwent initial training in Singapore and were later stationed in Rangoon and Bangkok. Within a year, the unit had over 300 cadets who were given the ranks of non-commissioned officers and sepoys. Inspired by the legendary Rani Laxmi Bai, the cadets were trained in handling rifles, hand grenades and bayonet charges and underwent more intensive training in the jungles of Burma. By the time the passing out parade of the regiment was held in 1944 in Singapore, the regiment had a total of 500 troops. Out of this, about 200 cadets were given special nursing training, which formed the Chand Bibi Nursing Corps. Though there were many, I will tell you about two of the bravest women, Captain Laxmi Sehgal and Janaky Devar. Both commanded the women's wing of the Indian National Army. First, let me tell you about Captain Laxmi. Born Laxmi Swaminathan, Captain Laxmi Sehgal was instrumental in the formation of the all-female battalion. She had approached Netaji Bose for the same, who was impressed by her bravery after she fought the British Army in the jungles of Burma. The INA marched to Burma with the Japanese army in December 1944, but by March 1945, with the tide of war turning against them, the INA leadership decided to beat a retreat before they could enter Imphal. Captain Laxmi was arrested by the British Army in May 1945, and she had to remain as a war prisoner in Burma until March 1946, after which she was sent to India. In 1998, Sehgal was awarded the Padma Vibhushan by the Indian President. The courage of these powerful women is remarkable, as they volunteered knowing well they were putting their lives at stake. They refused to leave their regiment even when their male comrades retreated or surrendered, or as the enemy was closing in on them. Now, I'd like to tell you about Janaky Devar. Janaky Athi Nahappan. She was among the first women to join the Indian National Army organized during the Japanese occupation of Malaya to fight for Indian independence. The leadership of Rani of Jhansi regiment was handed over to Janaky Devar in 1944 from Captain Laxmi. Hailing from a well-to-do Tamil family, Janaky began by donating all her jewelry for the funding of the Indian National Army, after listening to a moving speech by Netaji in Singapore. Even after facing fierce opposition from her family members, she joined the regiment and worked hard to become the commander of the Burma contingent. After World War II, she emerged as a welfare activist. She was a founding member of the Malaysian Indian Congress and one of the earliest women involved in the fight for Malaysian, then Malay, independence. Later in life, she became a senator in the Dewan Negara of the Malaysian Parliament. The government of India awarded her the fourth highest civilian honor of Padma Shri in the year 2000. The The soldiers had sacrificed a lot of their own money and wealth to join the fight for India's freedom. The many who returned home to Malaysia had to start life all over again and work hard to survive. What was sad also was that their sacrifice and the efforts they had put in were not given the recognition it deserved. Those bravest of non-resident Indians, a salute to them all. Thank you.